On August 20th, Kamaru Usman tasted defeat for the first time in 9 years after getting brutally knocked out by Leon Edwards in the 5th round of the UFC 278 main event. Safe to say, very few people expected this fight to go this way, and it appears that the Nigerian Nightmare is determined to come back from this even stronger. Today, we're going to talk about how Kamaru has promised vengeance. So let's dive in. First off, Usman has released his first statement after the loss. After the shocking knockout that resulted in him losing his precious titles, Usman was taken to a nearby hospital for precautionary measures, so he couldn't really react to his defeat publicly. But when he started feeling a bit better, he took to Twitter to express how he was feeling. The 35-year-old fighter said that even champs mess up sometimes, but they bounce back and come with vengeance. And then, in another tweet, he expressed that he loves this sport and these things happen. He thanked God and congratulated his opponent for an awesome win. Honestly, it's really nice to see him take this defeat so well. Some fighters start embarrassing themselves after failing to win. Yes, Anthony Joshua, we're looking at you. Seriously, what was that rant? And a day later, he posted another optimistic tweet. A day after the event, Kamaru posted a couple of super wholesome pictures with his daughter where he appeared to be all smiles. He then expressed his gratitude to everyone who supported him after this loss. He told his fans that he was okay and that he just got caught by Rocky at the right moment. He said he'll learn from his mistakes and do what greatness requires. And we have no doubt that if he stays this positive, he'll prevail once again. After all, we all know Usman's an exceptional fighter, and if anyone can come back from this, it's him. Yeah, getting your unbeaten UFC record tainted in such a shocking way can be really painful, but if he stays positive, he'll be able to take this setback and spin it into gold. So how'd the fight go? Going into this huge title match at Salt Lake City, just about everyone expected Kamaru to come out on top as always. Not only is he one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, but he has also previously defeated Leon back in 2015. But the Brit actually started out the fight really well. In the first round, Edwards became the very first person to ever score a takedown on the nearly perfect champion. But following that, he struggled to build any kind of momentum and didn't look like he was at his best at all. Usman seemed like he was in control at every point because of his superior wrestling skills and heavy boxing combinations. He scored multiple takedowns and wasn't even letting his opponent breathe for a single second. He looked like he was coasting his way to another title defense as he got close to Anderson Silva's record for most ever. And while Usman kind of slowed in round 5, it was almost definitely leading towards a unanimous decision win for the champ. Leon seemed tired, worn down, and defeated in his corner. His team could be seen urging him to come to life. Safe to say, no one saw it coming. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Leon hit Usman with a right jab and then launched the left head kick that was heard around the world. Usman was knocked out cold and it was all over. So in just the blink of an eye, his 19-fight winning streak was over. Leon, on the other hand, improved his record to 20-3 and has proved to everyone that his competitive spirit is unmatched. To produce that combination in those circumstances is truly incredible. While you can argue that Kamaru is the superior fighter, the fact of the matter is that he let his guard down, and when he did, Leon capitalized on it. And now, we could be getting a trilogy. While Leon may have won this battle, the war is far from over. Because here's the thing, this is too good of an opportunity. If you want anyone to understand the popularity of MMA and the UFC, just show them this fight and more specifically, that kick. It's truly a stunning moment, and it shows the appeal of the sport, the promotion, and how much this means to the competitors. This proved that anything can happen once you step into the octagon because everyone on the roster is super skilled. If you're caught napping for even a single second, your opponent will make you pay for it. And is Dana just going to let this pass by? Absolutely not. As soon as Usman got his light kicked out of him, everyone knew we were going to see another fight between the two. In the post-fight press conference with the media, he said a trilogy would make a lot of sense and Wembley would be the perfect venue for that. He then said that there was a lot on the line for Usman, and he rose up to the occasion and fought with absolute and total confidence all night. He expressed that while it was not the most fan-friendly style, he was landing big shots to the body, the head, and elbows. According to Dana, the Nigerian couldn't have fought a more perfect fight until that last minute. We have to say, the prospect of a trilogy fight is absolutely mouthwatering. We really cannot wait. So what did Leon have to say? So we've talked about Usman a lot. What did the winner have to say? With this knockout, Leon has now become the second Brit to ever become a UFC champion, following in the footsteps of Michael Bisping in 2016. This was obviously a huge moment for him and all his compatriots. In the post-fight octagon interview, he expressed that it's been a long 4 years and no one thought he could do it, but he's finally here. He told the world that he's from the trenches, he's built like this, and he never gives up until the battle is done. He spoke to the people back home and reminded them that he had always told them that he was going to bring a title to the United Kingdom. He has every right to gloat. His story is really incredible. possible. To come from the circumstances that he did and climb his way to the top was no easy task. But now he's the welterweight champion of the world. Everyone knows his name, and he's here to stay. Later at the presser, he seemed to realize that he was not at his best. He accepted that this was one of his worst performances out there, and he just didn't feel good. His body wasn't physically reacting the right way, and he could sense that something was wrong. Even other fighters were getting tired and gassing out quickly. Leon believes that this wasn't really a cardio issue, and it had something to do with the altitude instead. He pointed out that Usman was at his best while he was at his worst, and he still scored a knockout against one of the best fighters in the world. And so, how did fans react? Understandably, fans were shocked by the events that occurred in the octagon, and the clip of Usman getting sent to the shadow realm went viral on Twitter almost instantly. Many claimed that this was a result of the champion getting arrogant and complacent. He was still better, and if he's given another chance, he'll almost definitely win. While others seem to argue that Leon's perseverance proved that he was underrated and he definitely deserved to take home the belts. And there were obviously others who said that they were already excited for the trilogy fight. Even Conor McGregor himself reacted to this and said that this was an amazing scene to witness. He congratulated Leon and called him a real good, solid, and dedicated mixed martial artist. On his YouTube channel, Israel Adesanya expressed that while he was sad to see his good friend go down, he was also happy for his manager Tim Edwards, who also manages Leon. But he added that this is not over yet, as they're definitely going to have a rematch. Oh, and obviously vlogger turned boxer Jake Paul also had a lot to say about this result. He posted a bunch of tweets mocking Kamaru and made fun of him for losing in this manner. Whatever you may think of the guy, you have to admire his audacity. He still hasn't won a single fight against a pro boxer, and he believes he can mock someone like Kamaru? Finally, the welterweight division is heating up. Things are really heating up, and it's going to be super interesting to see what happens from here. First off, it's going to be a while until both Kamaru and Leon are healthy enough to step into the octagon again, and if it takes the Nigerian some time to recover, we're sure others such as Covington and Khamzat are going to want to take on Leon. While he's proven that he's no chump, both of them are very skilled and formidable opponents. So who knows, in a few months, Kamaru may be facing off against a different champion altogether, and considering how he's going to be coming into that fight with a lot to prove, his opponent will have to bring their A-game. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Usman can come back from this stronger? And who do you think wins the rematch? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.